I hereby pronounce myself the king of procrastination. Congratulations me. Here we are, once again, making yet another cosplay, this time it being Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. As per usual, I start by breaking down the outfit to get a better understanding what I'm actually going to be making, how much fabric and what colors I'm going to be needing. This is my third pair of making pants and still they don't make any sense to me. I just don't get it. So I figured let's get the hard bit done first and then move on to something much easier. But you're soon going to find out that nothing about this cosplay made any sense to me. It wasn't easy. There was no easy part with this. Absolutely none. Everything was difficult. I had a small personal victory, however, while making these pants. I was able to sew for the first time in my life and proper pant zipper, and I got very excited about it, as you can probably tell, but unfortunately that victory was very short-lived.
I've officially decided I hate making pants. I do really enjoy sewing. I like creating. I do love it, but it just seems like I don't like the process of doing things. I like when things are ready. I like it when I'm finished. I don't like the process. So I don't know what that says about me, but like, just turn around.
Finally finding a way to make belt loops without having to turn anything around, I could move on with the pants. It had taken me a good 4 days to get to this part, but I was pretty confident these would be the best pants yet.
So the top of my pants is now done. I made the belt loops, I've made the button, yeah, that's basically it. Next up, I should, well, shorten the pants a little. Oh, siellä Hampula. Hey Hampula. Hello. Yeah, so this is what I'm aiming for, because Sora, he has like, but there should be like, okay, yeah, so he has this sort of like stretchy part, I guess, at the bottom, but this is why I can do nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Approximately 10 hours later.
If I cut from, yeah.
Next thing to do was the pockets that Sora has plenty of. I had already worked on these pants for a good week or so, and my patience was running all time low, so I just winged everything. That's how we do things around here when things get tough. Pockets were done and sewn onto the pants, and voila! The pants are almost done. Now all that's left is the small little details. I found these furniture studs that I figured would work perfectly for Sora's pants, but they had small spikes to them that I had to remove first. On the first round I used just basic graft glue that didn't really do much, so I ended up doing it again by using super glue. I also ended up adding some velcro on the pocket so that the flaps wouldn't keep popping up and down, and that I could actually use the pockets later if I wanted to, so could have easily used buttons, but velcro does the job. Next up was the jacket. I found a pattern that seemed simple enough to follow, but like I already said, I would struggle at all points of making this cosplay. For some reason, I just didn't understand the pattern, none whatsoever. I had no idea how to make this jacket. Finally, I got back on the card and the build was ready to continue. For the rest of this video, I would like to apologize officially as my English is just going to get worse and worse.
So here we are. I'm just about to start sewing the hoodie on. I think the colors match. The sleeves look nice. I still don't know how I'm gonna do the checkers pattern because I couldn't find a fabric that would work for that. I was thinking of like painting it on, sort of like with just some red paint, but I don't know how I'm actually gonna do that. I'm going to be adding the zipper after the hoodie. I need to finish up the sleeves. I think I'm gonna have to cut them a little bit shorter, but other than that, I do like the look of it. Then it's time to add the pockets and the lining and all that. Actually, before the zipper, I do need to add the lining on the front of the jacket. But yeah, I think it's starting to look quite nice. Like when I don't know. Let me see if you can even see. But like, yeah, I think it's taking good form. Okay, this is rubbish. I don't know what I'm trying to do here, but yeah, it is starting to like take form, and I think the hoodie really does make it look as if it is Sora. I don't know why I can't say his name when I'm trying to speak English. When I'm speaking Finnish, it's like Sora, and that's it. But when I'm speaking in English, I'm like Sora, Sora, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I like the hoodie. Looks nice. And like it's a proper hoodie. Like it's not even like a fake hoodie. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually be wearing this hoodie. Did I just use the word hoodie instead of hood?
I ended up making the checkers pattern by using thread because I figured painting it on wouldn't fit with the rest of the look, and at least from far away it looks okay, I think.
Okay, so this is how it's now looking. I can't see it, but you probably can. I really do like it. I think I went... Hello. I like the hoodie. It's big enough, even though I'm wearing a bun, it's still big enough. Hoodies need to be big. Yeah. I think I did good. I think I did good / great. Good.
After weeks of putting off this part, I finally had to start making the gloves. I had mentally done the planning, but had I thought about it maybe a tad bit more, I could have made them better. I found this belt from a secondhand store and I just painted it with dark blue and black paint, but yeah, it's a little sketchy. Like you can tell, it was still winter when I started making this video, but yeah, it was finally time for the shoes. And this is the information I had been storing up in my brain for a good 10 plus years. Someone who had made a Sora cosplay before had told me that the way that they had made the shoes was by using isolation foam. So I did it. I didn't think about it that you shouldn't use it outside when it's -10 degrees Celsius, because it's not gonna dry, and this is the exact moment when I realized that.
Okay, here are the shoes, and they have dried now, but they're not fully hardened yet. This shoe is more of the shape that I'm actually seeking for, so I'm gonna have to foam a little bit more on this one, but I am going to be sanding and cutting these down a little before I add more mass on this one.
Once I got down the basic shape by using just the foam, I then started to cut out little pieces off and kind of like really mold the shoes into what I wanted them to be like. By the way, it's very satisfying. I highly recommend, like, if you have any type of anxiety, just foam up some shoes and then cut pieces out of them. Last thing with the shoes was to just start covering them up. I had unfortunately really spent most of my grey fabric, so all I had was just small pieces, but I was determined to make it happen because I was not gonna order more, that was for sure. Just cutting the pieces as closely to the accurate shape and then super gluing the shit out of them was my method of choice this time. I then lost a huge chunk of footage. Great.
I've finally finished both the shoes and the hand sleeve glove, I don't know, hand warmers, I don't know. Like, yeah, I still need to like puncture a hole into this strap, but other than that, these are now done. Look, here are the shoes with the straps and everything. And the gloves, well, they're fine.
And now for the reveal. Okay, so I'm finally done with my Sora cosplay, finally, after 12 years has it been since I started planning this? I don't know. Yeah, so this most definitely took me a bit longer than I originally planned. I figured that I would be done with this within a month or two. Like, I knew that this was gonna be like a longer project than the other ones that I've done so far, but hold on. Kuulta, onko se siellä? Anteeksi. Eikö sinua huomattu? Sinäkö jäit sinne pihalle? Oi, jätin kulta. It was outside and I had to close the door because, like, obviously I don't want my neighbours to hear me talk and run around in Sora cosplay, but oh, bad mum. I technically I knew that this was gonna take me a bit longer than the other cosplays did, but I never expected it to be 5 months. Like, honestly, what the fuck's wrong with me? I was so worried that the wig was gonna be like shitty, and it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, I do recognize that it could be a lot better, but I'm not very skilled when it comes to wigs and hairstyling in general, but I think this is the best wig I've done ever in my life, so take that as you will. Issues that I've had with the cosplay, I think the biggest issue I just had was that I didn't always know where to go next, like what to do next. Maybe the shoes, like this is my second time like doing this kind of cover up, and it's not perfect, but I think it's okay, and I think it looks nice, and I'm very happy with this. I don't know, I think
the most part, like everything went like it should have. I think, or maybe it's just that I don't remember anything anymore. Like the wig was probably the biggest challenge I had, but I don't know, like I'm just so excited. Like I'm so fucking excited about this. Like it's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nothing is perfect other than some certain cosplayers, but I'm so happy with this. I really am. See you again someday.